Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. We're at New World Stages for the nominees reception for the 60th Annual Drama Desk Awards, which will take place on Sunday evening, May 31st at Town Hall, once again hosted by Laura Benanti. Congratulations. Tell me what this nomination means to you, Warren.
It's amazing to be recognized in any way and to be recognized by the Drama Desk Awards. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal. I'm so happy for On the 20th Century. You know, we were recognized a lot this time, and very happy for the show. Very happy to be here once again.
What's been the best part of the experience for you with working on 20th Century?
I adore Scott Ellis. And I adore Kristen Chenoweth, and I adore Peter Gallagher, and I adore Andy Carl. You know, it's a room full of friends, a room full of extremely talented friends and extremely funny people, and to go to work every day and to laugh like that was really special.
If you could sum up the best part of the experience with working on the show, what has it been for you?
Oh, the best part, actually, personally, is the round of applause that the porters receive at the top of Act 2. That would be the most personally gratifying moment.
Congratulations, John. Tell me what this nomination means to you.
Well, it's validation, of course, and it's also at the end of a long series of Kander and Ebb musicals. The fact that our last piece is being celebrated makes me very happy.
Tell me what it's been like working on this show. This is such a beautiful production that John Doyle has put together. This has been a very special piece for you, hasn't it?
Yes, we started this piece a very long time ago, and we had a production of it in Chicago and a revised production of that in D.C. But then John Doyle came along and completely reconceived the piece and did extraordinary work. And so if we're here today, it's in great part because of him.
And working with Cheetah again.
Well, that's a given. You get to play with your best friend. So.
Congratulations.
Tell me what this nomination means to you.
It's like all these little gifts that keep on coming. You know what I mean? The show was already the biggest thrill to be performing in it, and this was like the role of a lifetime for me. So this nomination and everything else that's happening this season is just these gifts that keep on giving. I can't believe it.
Working on this show, this is a very special show for you, isn't it? American in Paris.
Yeah, extremely. It feels like a lifetime of work, a lifetime of preparation, a lifetime of inspiration, because I've been singing and playing Gershwin songs since I was a little kid, and watching watching that film, watching other MGM, the old Hollywood musicals, and I just always dreamed one day I'd be on stage in a top hat and tails and a cane and tap shoes and never thinking it would actually ever happen. And here it is. It's happening. The show is so beautiful. I'm so proud of it. I connect to the role so deeply that the whole thing just feels like, really? All of this at once? It just feels like that moment in my career, which is pretty awesome.
I was at On the Town again last night. I had the best time. Thank you for doing what you do.
Oh, thank you so much. I have so much fun doing it, and I like to hear how much fun other people have.
Tell me what this nomination means to you.
It's really a dream come true. I mean, for me to make my Broadway debut, choreographing such a huge dance musical, and then to be recognized by my peers like this is really it's a once in a lifetime thing for me.
And working on this show, what it's meant to you?
I feel like I'm a part of this resurgence of bringing dance back to Broadway, and I'm really proud of that, and happy to be a part of that with my colleagues.
If you could sum up the best part of the experience of working on the show, what has it been for you?
It was in the studio. In the dance studio, those first days of really creating those ballets and creating those big production numbers, and the joy that I have in seeing the dancers perform that.
Congratulations. Tell me what this all means to you today.
Oh, well, it's the play's the thing, and that's why it means so much to me, is that we had a play that had meaning for people, and I was glad to be at the helm of it, but I was surrounded by all these wonderful actors, and we had this fabulous play. That's it. Seeing it celebrated among the other great plays and great performances, that's a joy. Yeah.
What was it like working on the play for you?
Well, it was exacting, because he writes, and he writes, and then he writes. So it was wonderful every time that we said, okay, this is what we'll go with this time, you know. But and I saw it grow over a long period of time, you know. Saw it grow in a little workshop with the lab, and then Neil Pepe at the Atlantic was faithful over it, and then we went to second stage, and more writing it took place. So it was to watch it build, watch it grow, to be a part of that creative process. It was an absolute joy.
Congratulations. Tell me what this nomination means to you.
Well, I was just saying to a number of people, this is my favorite event of the year, more than the Oscars, more than even the Tonys. I love the Drama Desks. I usually present every year. I've gone every year. I lose every year. But I love this because it encompasses everyone. Broadway, off-Broadway, off-Broadway. These people who see all these shows, they're tireless and relentless, but that's what we want because it levels the playing field. And the work that is done in different venues needs to be recognized, and they recognize it. So that's what I think is so wonderful. It's my favorite.
Congratulations. Tell me what this nomination means to you.
I'm so flattered and so shocked and so honored to be a part of On the Town and to be nominated in this category with all these other fabulous women. It's very special.
And just tell me what this whole show means to you, the best part of the experience of working on this show.
It's so wonderful because it's about so much heart. It's about finding romance and hoping that you'll find someone you connect with, and the joy that happens when it is so fast and furious in a time which is so desperate, which I feel sort of still speaks to people. And at the same time, I get to be really wacky, and that's probably the most fun.
And this incredible score.
The score. Yeah, I mean, what a treat. Not only to sing it, but to listen to, the majority of it when I'm off stage. The parts that other people are so beautifully dancing.
Well, congratulations. Tell me what this nomination means to you.
Well, this nomination is exciting because the Drama Desks include both on and off Broadway. So it's lovely to have this giant pool of talent and creatives of all the things that have happened in New York professionally over the last year. So to be included in that is even more special because it's, my God, 2 to 3 times, the number of stuff considered for the Tonys. So yeah, I'm very proud to be here today.
And just working on this show, what it has meant to you.
Yeah, the show has been an absolute joy. We're very excited. We're thrilled that we're doing a brand new original American musical comedy, and audiences seem to be loving it. And there's just nothing better than going out there and singing and dancing and make people laugh.
Is this all surreal for you? Tell me what this nomination means to you.
It means a lot. I mean, the Drama Desks are something that have been, thankfully, in my career path for a while. And it started with me doing off Broadway, and so the recognition of the community as kind of a wide berth thing is something that I really appreciate and I love.
And what working on this show means to you?
Something Rotten is a hilarious show, and it just keeps us all buoyed in such a great way because we're all having so much fun. So that is not to be dismissed. It's very, very important to feel happiness, and I feel that.
Congratulations. I know I just saw you. Tell me what this nomination means to you, Christian.
Well, it's made easier by the fact that you always smell so terrific. So on a morning like this, that's a whirlwind. It's like a ambrosia. No, it's amazing. I'm so proud and happy of the show. And it's really great to look down this crazy line and see people that I've known and loved for years. It's very exciting to celebrate.
If you could sum up the best part of the experience of working on something rotten, what has it been for you?
Laughing with my friends.
It doesn't get any better than that, does it? Going to work and laughing with your friends.
No, that's right. Going to work, getting paid to laugh with your friends is even better. Let's not kid ourselves.
What does this nomination mean to you guys?
Well, it's an honor because, it's all the community, and also we got finished in the fall, so it's been a few months since we've been on the boards, and so to be remembered, it's an absolute honor. It means everything. We had a great experience with the Atlantic, and super proud. Yeah.
I agree with everything he just said.
It's been a great time working on this show, right?
Fantastic. We love the show. We love the Atlantic. We loved all the actors that we got to work with and designers. Really lucky.
Congratulations. Tell me what this means to you, this nomination.
Well, this is a pretty special one because it's not just Broadway; it's off Broadway and off Broadway, and just to be nominated with a select group of people from all those different categories, it's pretty special. And this is like the only award I've been nominated for, so it's kind of exciting.
And being back on Broadway, this is a very special project for you. Tell me.
Absolutely. I've I really wanted my return to Broadway to be something special, and I'm so proud of the production we're doing every night, and it's bringing audiences through every single range of emotion you can imagine, and they are just loving it. So that's the biggest payoff for me.
If you could sum up the best part of the experience of working on Finding Neverland so far, what has it been for you, Matthew?
I think it comes down to the cast. There's not one person I would wish wasn't there. It's really a team effort every day, and I feel like we really dropped into our show, and we're doing our show now. It's for us, so I'm having the best time.
It is. Congratulations. All right, I said we'd be on the carpets during award time. What does it all mean to you today? Is it all surreal?
God, it means so much. I keep saying these guys have worked in the theater world as long as we've done ballet, and to be standing next to these guys is super incredible, and I'm so honored.
What has this whole experience been like for you with working on this show?
I've never, I feel like my strongest asset as a dancer is storytelling, but involving the voice, involving singing, and it's been so much of a character development and so many questions that I keep asking myself and I keep finding, and I love the process because I feel like once the process ends, then it's over. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm still using these shows to continue and to grow, and I don't want to just be satisfied, and I want to keep pushing, and it's a new show every night, and it's so much fun.
This is theatrical magic today. What is today like for you?
It's pretty crazy. I think I just got a glimpse of Emma Stone down there. I mean, yeah, it's amazing, and to be surrounded by such talented, lovely people is pretty incredible, and that they've embraced us and let us into their little family not little, big family. As adoptive children for the year. It's really lovely.
What it's been like working on this beautiful musical?
It's been an absolute dream to work with, obviously, Robert and Max von Essen, Brandon Uranowitz, Jill Pace, Vianne Cox, and of course Christopher Wheeldon. He's done, I think, the most incredible job of being his Broadway debut as well as director. I feel very special that I've been part of that journey with him and that he's taken us along with him. So it's just been a huge privilege, really.
Like I said, I've seen the show twice. It was so great to walk out of there and each time think totally different things about everything I saw.
Did you see it like in early previews and then after we opened?
Yeah.
Yeah? And what did it do to you? Like, what was it like?
I don't know. It was just, I would take I took your side for one part, then I went back, I took Diane's side for another. It was just a wild experience to go and see a great play with great performers and talk about it at dinner.
Yeah. That's what it was like to play. Yeah. Diane is so extraordinary that to just pay attention to her, she just took me on this extraordinary ride, and it was an incredible gift.
Working on this play, what it's meant to you?
I think the most important thing for me about working on this play was the opportunity to have the talkbacks. We did a lot of them, and I brought in Michael Eric Dyson and Terry Williams and Dr. Kimberly Crenshaw, and the audience was so full at the end of it that 90% of our audiences stayed, and we got to have a conversation that there's no space to have. So we got to have this conversation in the theater.
What I told you, I think, opening night, I said, I'd see you on the awards carpet, didn't I? And here you are. What's today like for you guys?
Well, we now believe you. Yes, you're like our Nostradamus.
I like that.
Yeah, you are. You predict.
What? My Broadway prediction.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, so let us know how this is going to play out.
It's all going to play out really well. It's such a wonderful show. I know. What has the whole experience been like for you gentlemen of working on your first Broadway musical?
We just can't believe all the stuff that's happened and how fast it's happened. Yeah. And then now to be a part of this and be welcomed into the theater world like this is just beyond what we could have imagined.
It's the family atmosphere and feeling like you're a part of this insular, really supportive community, and that has really welcomed us, and it's been fantastic.
My final question is, if you could sum up the best part of the experience of working on this so far, what's it been for each of you?
Talking to you.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, talking to you. That lets us know that we've arrived.
Yes. I love that. Do you have the same reaction?
No, I was going to say talking to Wayne. It's the shared creative experience.
Congratulations. I mean, Your show is so incredible. Everybody come in together.
Oh my God!
It's the Hamilton family coming together.
Whoa, it's the Hamiltons.
No, is that the? What did you just say? The Hamiltons. No.
Hashtag Familton. Familton.
What does this all mean to you guys? I remember going to the pub. I remember talking to you first and listening to this a long time ago before it was even.
I think you'd come to the American Songbook concert in 2011 when it was just 11 songs. It's a lot more than that now.
So that's when I first fell in love with this. What has this whole journey been like for you three gentlemen coming together and creating this brilliant musical?
Wow. One song at a time.
It's just been amazing, and we have such a good time in the room together, and the work that these guys have led us on has just been so tremendous that for us, I know I can bring my best game because they've set me up with such a blueprint. So for me, it's just an amazing time to be in the room with them every day.
Yeah, we're also lucky to have the shorthand of having worked on In the Heights and worked on Bring It On and worked on a lot of things together. So, there's such a shorthand at work that it's all about the work when we get in the room, and it's really fun. It's fun to make this thing.
I think I told you early on that we'd be meeting on the awards carpet, right, this time of year?
He did say that. I didn't fully believe you, but you said it. Here we are.
Is it all surreal, all awards time and everything else? What's going through your mind?
I mean, it's one of those things that you, as an actor, you see it happening to other actors or other artists of a different kind, and you don't. It just doesn't really register as something that could happen to you. So to be here and to be recognized like this is a beautiful surprise, and it's really surreal and just an honor.
And working on this show, what it's meant to you?
It's meant so much to me because this character is so unusual and so beautiful. To have a character of this complexity and to sink my teeth into it is just artistically it's a dream come true. It's amazing.
Congratulations. Is it all surreal? Tell me.
Yes, I was saying that the best part of this is looking around and seeing who's in the room. There's Carolee Carmello, and I just saw Helen Mirren. It's like being in the cool kids club.
Well, you are one of the cool kids, and your show was really cool. Sideshow was absolutely brilliant.
Thank you so much.
As you look back, can you sum up the best part of the experience for you of what it was like working on that show and working with Bill Condon and Henry Krieger and Bill Russell?
I have Bill Condon to thank for being in that show. So much kudos to him. But the best part, honestly, was the audience and the response to the show and the love that we got. That was really powerful and tremendous. So I always say we have the best, Sideshow has the best fans.
And working with this cast, what a great cast you all had.
Oh my God, they are the coolest bunch of freaks, and I love them all.
What's today like?
Hi, Richie. Today is exciting. I mean, it's lots of, bubbling theatrical talent everywhere you look. And I love this event because it's off-Broadway and Broadway together. And so you get a real spectrum of the season here. Yeah.
And what this nomination means to you for Finding Neverland?
Well, as you know, the show was kind of overlooked. So this is especially flattering to be recognized by the Drama Desk Committee. And I know Matthew's thrilled too. And we're just glad to represent the show at some awards show.
Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. We're at New World Stages for the nominees reception for the 60th Annual Drama Desk Awards, which will take place on Sunday evening, May 31st at Town Hall, once again hosted by Laura Benanti. Really good at this. You look gorgeous. Congratulations. What does this mean to you?
Well, you know what? This show meant so much to me. So it's lovely. It's lovely to get some recognition, personal recognition. I do miss the show, and coming up here today makes me desperately miss it even more. But I love this part, and I think it's a great part, and I loved doing it every day. And Jason and Andy wrote an amazing show with this part in it, and where really all I ever had to do was sit up and get applause.
But no one does that better than you do.
How does that happen? All I have to do is sit up and get applause. It was amazing. And I love doing it every day.
Congratulations. What does today mean to you?
Today means everything. I love all these people who have been nominated. I feel like half of them are old friends of mine now over these years, and so it's just fun to be here. It feels like a little a high school superlative. You know what I mean? Most likely to succeed. I love that. I absolutely love it.
Such a feel-good musical. What is it like for you playing this show?
Oh my God, it feels good. It's so delightful to be doing one of those crowd-pleasing shows where every night you get to laugh a lot and go home after 100 minutes of entertainment. Beautiful.
I love this one. If you could sum up the best part of the experience of working on the show so far, what's it been for you?
The cast, working with the cast, and David. I mean, these are people I have admired for so many years. To be working with them as a director, as a fellow castmate, I cannot tell you how gratifying that is.
Like I said, I loved your performance in this show. What is it like doing this show?
It's fun. It's hard work. I go up there and I sweat for 2 hours and 15 minutes, running up and down stage in 5-inch heels. But it's fun playing with the people on stage, so everything else goes away and it becomes like a good time.
What an incredible ensemble cast at Airline Highway. And taking on this role, if you could sum up the best part of the whole experience for you with working on this show, what has it been?
It's been, well, to be honest, working with my friend of like 30 years, Joe Mantello, for the first time in this capacity. We've acted together, but we've never been director and actor together. So this was phenomenal, and we just got to the room and just could enjoy ourselves every day.
Congratulations. Look at you two. I love this. I love your outfits today.
Thank you.
We were going to actually match, Leslie.
I know. We got your email of what to wear, and we decided to do
we
it.
almost look as good as you.
Yeah.
What does this all mean to you, being here today and being nominated for the Drama Desk for Hamilton?
It's a miracle. It's a miracle in all of our lives, I think.
It's, the miraculous thing about it is when everything comes together like that. When the costume designer, the lighting designer, the director, the cast, when all of those pieces, there's 150 people in front of the stage, behind the stage that make this thing happen. So it feels miraculous.
This is a huge Hamilton family because, like you said, it's the backstage people, it's everybody. Everyone was on the same page, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we all are aware of this whopping blessing in our lives, and not only our lives, but I think in the world. I don't think it's lofty to say that it's bigger than our experience. I think people tend to be on even better behavior when they're humbled by this kind of thing dropping into our lives.
And I think, that's really a director's job. Tommy did such a great job of wrapping us up into the vision. We're on fire for this thing. You know what I mean? And the audience feels it, and we get that back.
Congratulations. Tell me what this nomination means to you.
This is amazing. Again, this is the third Drama Desk nomination I've received, and they keep honoring me with this great honor. And I just can't believe that I'm getting by. I'm fooling everybody. I actually because I show up to work and I have such a good time with On 20th Century that it hardly feels like work. And then to be here and be honored, it's really incredible.
This has been a really special, magical job, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's, from day one of rehearsals and meeting the entire cast. The entire cast is amazing, and I just can't imagine anybody else doing the show than this cast. It's kind of like everybody's so perfect. So, and of course the creative team and the Roundabout Theater Company. It is always magic with them.
Sparring with Kristen Chenoweth. It doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Yeah, totally intimidating at first because I had no idea how we'd get along, but apparently we get along very well. So it's the two of us just have a blast on stage, and every time we finish a scene and go off stage, we high five each other because she has so many great moments, and I just sort of get to ride the coattails. So,
what does this all mean to you? Absolutely brilliant musical, The Visit. The final John Kander, Fred Ebb, Terrence McNally musical together, the three of them. What has this whole journey been like for you gentlemen?
Well, it's an absolute joy for us. It's as though we've been climbing Mount Everest and we got to the top. And We have Cheetah Rivera, John Kander, the spirit of Fred Ebb, and Terrence McNally along with us. The air is great up here. We couldn't be happier. It's sort of a miracle, and to be remembered by the entire community and to be celebrated. And we really believe that we are presenting a masterwork, and we believe that history will remember this as a masterwork, and that Cheetah Rivera is giving a legendary performance. And so the opportunity to present something historic and allow people to witness history and know that they are witnessing it at that moment is a gift we'll probably never have again, and we don't take it for granted.
It's been a pure joy. I mean, to work with these legends has been a lifelong dream, and to realize it with something like The Visit, which is so brilliant and so wonderful. It's great.
Congratulations. You look stunning, as always.
Thank you very much.
What does this nomination mean to you?
Oh my gosh, I feel so loved by the Drama Desk. I think this is my third one. I think there was a Finian's Rainbow and there was a Giant, and I don't know what I did to earn their love and respect, and I'm so glad I have. And I'm so glad they remembered John and Jen off Broadway in like the dead of winter when it was cold, cold, cold. And they came and they liked it, and we're so happy. I'm so happy for the for the show and for the Keane Company.
It's because you're brilliant at what you do. That's why.
Thank you. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you. I worked really hard on it, and I'm really proud of it, and I'm really glad that people liked it too.
No, because I was going to say this was a very special project for you going into this, and you love this. Working with Andrew Lippitt again, and working with Connor.
Yes, my Connor Ryan. I feel like he's with me, even though he's not with me. He was so much a part of. I mean, he was everything. He was my He was my world. He was my acting partner. He was my son. He was my not my husband. Oh my God, my son and my brother. And I can't wait to see what happens for him, because I know it's going to be something great.
If you could sum up the best part of the experience of working on John and Jen, what has it been for you?
Getting to be silly, and getting to show that to people. I don't think I've shown that to people before, and getting to do all my stuff. A friend of mine came and said, you get to do all your stuff, and that was fun.
Congratulations. Tell me what this nomination means to you.
Well, I just love that the Drama Desk recognized the play, and Kay Todd and I, it's really nice. And we sort of slid in at the end of the season. I just appreciate it a whole lot. It's an honor and a thrill.
This has been a really special project for you, something very different.
Yeah, I mean, it's different in that there's so many people in it. It feels like you never do a play with more than 3 or 4 people in it. And to be on stage and have so much life around. It's also, I mean, as a play, it's unconventional. It's very much like a performance piece. It's not linear, really. So it was really, I kind of did give myself a challenge for some reason.
Congratulations. Tell me what this nomination means, Terrence.
It means that what we tried to do, which I think is very bold, very different, very brave. I think it's a tough, uncompromising, fresh, no other show like it on Broadway. We got recognized for that. And then sometimes you wonder, is everyone going to care or notice we're doing something a little bit different? We're sort of thinking outside the box. And I'm very proud of that. And I'm so proud to be part of the last show by Kander and Ebb to appear on Broadway. They're true immortals of our musical theater, and to be the librettist on their final collaboration makes me very proud. It's our third show together, my third with them and Cheetah, so that's a lovely feeling too. And I'm glad we've been recognized.
Congratulations. Tell me what this nomination means to you.
It means a lot. It's the community that I didn't know was around anymore. I had forgotten, and it's great to be reminded that we have a community.
And working on this show, Terrence McNally is one of your dearest friends. Talk about that.
It's really hard to explain what it's like to work with the same people for almost 50 years. I mean, you think about things like that and it doesn't happen, but particularly in our business. And it's a real privilege.
How far do you go back, you and Terrence?
It's about 46 years. Yeah.
And now you're at the top.
It hasn't all been roses.
No, I know. What I mean is to be in this play, which is this 1,200 people over there just laughing from the second they walk into that house. Tell me what that means, taking on this role, and what it means to hearing the laughter in that house.
Oh, that's how Terrence and I first met. It was a comedy that he had written. We had never known each other. And I auditioned and he hired me, and we've been working together ever since. And it's all comedy as far as I'm concerned. I've become a tragic actor, but I much prefer comedy.
And working this role, what it means to you playing this role with this company.
Well, this is an extraordinary company. You've heard this before, but I really mean it. It's extraordinary. And it's like 9 months we're doing a show, and with people like this, you don't get tired.
So I was going to ask you, what is the best part of the experience? I mean, doing 8 shows a week, you have it in your bones, it's in your blood, and just what it means to doing this show.
I did the Ritz for over a year, and every time they laugh, it's a real shot in the ass. It's great. It's great.
And it's the same thing over there.
Absolutely. It's just nothing but fun. I mean, really. We close in about 5 weeks, I'm sad to say.
It's